covering local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News This Morning.
So we've got a wide, very wide storm track that went through the area. May have even been two storms. We're not sure.
Deadly tornadoes claim nearly 24 lives. Rescue crews waiting for first light to continue their search for victims as well as survivors. Good morning, everyone. I'm Russ Bowen.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. And safe and sound after 44 hours on their own. We'll tell you where rescue crews found two missing little girls. But first, we've got your local eye-opener.
When I didn't hear back, suspected the worst.
A former Raleigh police officer, his girlfriend, and her friend were killed when the plane they were in crashed in Franklin County.
Fans are definitely into it.
The Carolina Hurricanes alumni game gives fans a chance to skate alongside Hurricane alumni.
On CBS 17 This Morning.
They're quite affectionate. They never want to be separated from me. If they see me coming, they run to wherever they think I'm going to end up, so they'll be near me as quickly as possible.
Cute, just running through the snow, their little backpacks on.
Just look at all that snow.
I know.
Minneapolis got, I think, about 3 feet of snow in the month of February.
That's why I live in North Carolina, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents still live up there.
Wow.
Good luck to them.
They're looking for warmer climates right now. Let's take a look at the
we've
weather
got
headlines.
places available here, Paul.
Yeah, it's going to be plenty chilly around here, but we don't have to deal with the wintry precipitation on the roads. Drying out, cool weather today. Dry weather most of the week, but that corresponds to an early March cold snap that's going to keep temperatures about 15 to 20 degrees below average through the middle of the week. The next rain chance doesn't arrive until Friday. By that time, it will be warm enough for all rain. Temperatures are in the upper 30s right now. North of the Triangle, 42 degrees in Raleigh, 46 Goldsboro, 47 in Fayetteville. But that north to south contrast, those northerly winds are going to bring the cooler air farther and farther south as we head through the morning. So we'll drop down to the upper 30s, just barely in the Triangle. That's normal for early March. And then we'll warm up only to about 50 degrees, even with that emerging sunshine. The northerly winds turning to the northwest, keeping things cool throughout the day. The really cold air is going to settle in by tomorrow night and into again Thursday morning. We'll check out that part of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, Erin's got an early check of traffic.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Traffic is still quiet right now. You're getting a look outside at 540 at Aviation Parkway. If you are heading to RDU this morning to catch an early flight, everything looks fine. You will be able to get to the airport without any problems. The Beltline also looks pretty good. This is a live look at 440 at Capitol Boulevard this morning. No delays there. And we have all green lights on our eastbound drive time. So if you are leaving anytime soon, it will take you about 16 minutes to get from 64 to Glenwood on 540. On 440, 8 minutes from New Bern Avenue to Wade Avenue. And on I-40, 10 minutes from Highway 1 over to US 264. I'll have a check of your westbound drive times around Raleigh and a check of your gas prices throughout Raleigh, Durham, and Fayetteville coming up next.
Thank you, Erin. Well, sent you into sleep last night, the National Weather Service says a powerful tornado with at least an EF3 rating and a track of at least a half a mile wide caused deadly destruction in Alabama.
An EF3 tornado can have wind speeds between 136 and 165 miles an hour. This morning, we know at least 23 people are dead, including 2 children. Conan Gaskew from our sister station in Alabama joins us now from the Red Cross shelter in Lee County.
Authorities are still gathering information and the latest details about the devastation that people in this area experienced from this storm that hit this area of Lee County last night. The latest information that we have is that 23 people died in this storm that hit this area last night. Now, the Providence Baptist Church is serving as a shelter and a recovery center, and you can see what people in this community have come together to do. Check out all these canned goods, and all these were donated by people in this community. You've got canned goods here. You've got diapers and other supplies for people who have babies. You also have bottled water and all sorts of food and snacks for people who are going to be staying here, and there should be quite a few people staying here, people who are affected by this storm, whether they're displaced, they can't get back to their homes. But this is also serving as a reunion center. This, again, is a Red Cross shelter, and it's a place for people who have not been able to contact their family members to come and hopefully be reunited with those family members. Obviously, a very devastating situation that we've seen here in Lee County over the course of the last 24 hours or so. The National Weather Service has begun kind of a preliminary investigation. They say this storm was about a half a mile wide and was at least an EF3, meaning that we're talking about wind speeds from anywhere from 136 miles per hour all the way up to about 165. They are going to do more analysis, and we're expecting to get more details from them and more local authorities throughout the course of the morning. But again, the latest numbers on the devastation, 23 people dead in this storm that hit this area yesterday. Guys, back to you.
It's going to be a major road to recovery and so much work to do today as well. Well, we are kicking off Severe Weather Preparedness Week here in North Carolina.
That's right. So now, of course, now is the time to make sure that you and your family is ready for any type of severe weather we could have. And here in North Carolina, we all know that can mean just about anything. CBS 17 Susanna Black live this morning. And Susanna, we all remember Hurricane Florence and Michael last fall, but we could see tornadoes this spring.
Well, absolutely, and they can strike with little to no warning. But one of the easiest and most useful things that you can do is to pack an emergency bag. You can have one for your house, one for your car. Make sure you have 3 days of non-perishable food items like granola bars and bottled water, and anything that's important to you, anything that's a memorable item to you. We've seen how quickly things can get destroyed. And we've compiled some other quick tips for you. One is to have a family emergency plan, so every family member knows where to go and who to call. Second, make sure you know the difference in terms. Watch means severe weather is possible. Warning means it's happening, so take shelter. And if you're driving and a tornado hits, leave your car to find a safe structure. Do not stop under a bridge. Now, schools across the state are also taking part in planning this week as a part of a statewide tornado drill. For now, reporting live, I'm Susanna Black, CBS 17 News.
All right, thank you, Susanna. Well, the first Sunday after the United Methodist Church Worldwide Conference voted to ban same-sex marriages, a local church is fighting back. During Sunday services, Open Table Methodist Church showed its support for the LGBTQ community. Reverend Jason Butler says the decision comes with some penalties, though, for people who break the rules. For example, clergy who officiate same-sex weddings could be suspended without pay for an entire year. But Butler says that is not going to stop him.
We are going to be a holy, sacred resistance to this, and if that means there are repercussions, then there are repercussions. But we believe that our call is a higher call of love to God.
The church plans to work together with other local churches to fight this ban until the worldwide organization reverses its decision.
Kroger now expanding its ban on Visa cards to Smith's Food and Drugs. Kroger cites high fees charged to retailers as the reason for severing its relationship with Visa. Another Kroger brand, foods company, supermarkets, stopped accepting Visa in August of 2018. Harris Teeter, also owned by Kroger's. We asked if the Harris Teeter stores in North Carolina will be part of the expanded Visa ban. Harris Teeter sent us one-line email, though, that says Harris Teeter presently accepts all forms of payment, including Visa credit cards. In other words, they didn't answer the question.
Short and sweet response.
No answer.
With no answer.
Well, it may not have been an actual NHL game day, but it sure felt like one at PNC Arena Sunday afternoon.
Yes, it did. Lots of excited fans came out for the Carolina Hurricanes' 8th annual alumni game. This is so cool. The event gives fans a chance to skate alongside of some of the Canes' greats.
I was really little the last time that a lot of these guys played, so I thought it'd be really fun to come out and see them play now, as they got older. It's definitely smaller than a regular game, but it still holds the same energy from a regular game. Fans are definitely into it, and they're definitely treating like it is a real game.
You can hear how loud it was in there. All of the proceeds from this event benefit the Carolina Hurricanes Foundation.
Well, do you know who is also a big Canes fan?
Tell us.
Former heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield. My friend sat next to him, that's my friend Elaine, on the flight from Florida to Raleigh. She said they talked the whole time. She didn't even take a nap. Usually she takes a nap on that plane, but it was so fascinating hearing from him.
That's so cool.
And she says he couldn't be nicer.
Or see, Paul would never talk to him because he'd have his headphones in already.
That's true.
That's a good point. Guilty as charged. Temperature is only going to warm up to around 50 degrees today. For the moment, there's still a lot of cloud cover out there. We're gradually going to shake that as we head through the day. But right now, still waiting on the sun to peek over the horizon. A couple leftover drops on the camera lens from last night's rain. But the rain itself has moved off the coast. 43 degrees in Apex. It's 43 degrees in Sanford. And you can see the flag kind of whipping in the wind a bit. The wind kicking up to around 10 miles an hour this morning. It's not going to be a real breezy day overall, but the wind is out of a cool direction. That's going to keep that cool air flowing towards us. It's only 37 degrees right now in all of our spots along the Virginia state line, regardless of which side of the state line you're on. 37 in Roxborough, Henderson, South Hill, and Roanoke Rapids. Down to 40 in Durham, 42 degrees in Raleigh. We'll drop another 3 or 4 degrees here in the next couple hours. 47 right now, the warm spots in Fayetteville and in Clinton. Those temperatures do end up in the upper 30s for just a couple hours, and then we bounce back up slowly. As the clouds depart, we'll see more and more sunshine. It's going to be a battle between the northwesterly wind keeping temperatures cool and that sun trying to warm us up. We'll warm up to around 50, which if this was January, I'd say, okay, that's fine, 50 degrees. The thing is, it's early March, and that's about 10 degrees below average. Temperatures are going to run about 10 degrees below average everywhere, not just the Triangle. Fayetteville, you'll end up in the mid-50s this afternoon with plenty of sun, just a few fair weather clouds, and then the clouds will thicken again overnight. We still drop down to around 30 by early tomorrow morning. Cooler tomorrow, morning clouds giving way to some afternoon sunshine with highs only in the mid-40s. Then only low 40s on Wednesday. That's kind of the valley of this cold snap with lows in the low 20s Wednesday morning and again Thursday morning. It's not record setting, but it's way below normal for the first full week of March. We'll take a look at the weekend forecast, which does include some warmer temperatures along with some rain chances in just a few minutes.
At least it's dry.
It is
right
dry,
now.
yes. Last week was getting tiring just because everyone, had to drive in the wet conditions, and that is never fun. And this Monday, though, 2 thumbs up on our roads. Here's a look outside for you. This is 540 at Aviation Parkway. No delays on 540 in either direction. So I want to talk about our gas prices a little bit this morning. In Raleigh, you can get gas for $2.23. That's at the Valero on New Bern Avenue. That's the cheapest I could find this morning. In Durham, $2.25. That's at the BP on Guest Road. And in Fayetteville, $2.14, always a little bit cheaper. In Cumberland County, you can find that at the Pier Station on Grove Street. Here's another look outside for you this morning. This is 440 at Capitol. The Beltline looks fine, and all of our eastbound drive times are in the green. So whether you're taking 540, 440, or I-40, everything is running smoothly tonight.
All right, good news there. Thank you, Aaron. Time right now is 6:10 on this Monday morning. We are monitoring the new video and information coming out of Lee County, Alabama this morning. That is where at least 23 people are dead after an EF3 tornado ripped through the community. Look at this. This is right on the Alabama-Georgia state line. So sad. We are going to bring you the very latest on the search efforts coming up.